Hi guys, and welcome back to Twisted Locker, your definitive horror podcast. Today we've got a brand new review, and I feel like this is one that's in demand at the moment. So we thought we'd watch the film and give you our thoughts on the movie. We've got 2024's The Coffee Table, directed by Caye Casas. This is a new Spanish horror drama comedy, is what it says. It's a bit of a tough one to call a comedy. There is some humor in there. If you do enjoy the video, guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay, so this one, I didn't know existed until you mentioned it yesterday. I thought
Yeah.
you said I'm watching the coffee table tonight. Do you fancy watching? I thought, what the fuck is the coffee table? And then I looked it up, and it said comedy drama, and I had to ask you, is this the right film? Because you said it's
Yeah.
really sick and bleak. Um, but it was the right one. I stuck it on, and it was pretty great, really. I got to say, very well acted. The problem with this film is that we cannot give away even the fucking plot. You know,
No, I
it's
know. Nothing.
impossible.
This is a hard one to do.
Yeah,
If we're
I
going to do a non-spoiler review, this is a really hard one to do because what, the events that unfold in this movie happen right at the start, and then the whole film is based around this event. So me and you, Jenks, we've looked at the trailer to see if the
yeah
trailer gives anything away. What can we say about this movie without giving too much away? It's a tough one.
yeah. So I would say the only thing we can say is it's not a comedy drama. it
No.
is. It's a very bleak. I wouldn't say like it feels like not like Black Mirror, but it's not like a sci-fi, but it's got that hour-long feel of a thing spiraling out of control from one small event. So basically, the premise is he buys this coffee table. The wife doesn't want to get it, or the girlfriend, I can't remember. She thinks
Yeah.
it's ugly. He's obsessed with it. He wants to get it, and that's where it feels a little bit like a Tales from the Unexpected, or where it's
Yeah.
like, what
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it? What's the relevance of this coffee table? And he finally convinces her to buy it, and then something happens because of this coffee table. Something very horrible. I would love to say what happens, but
I know.
I can't. I can't. It's really difficult, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I have been hearing so much about this film in the past few weeks. It's coming up on everything: Facebook groups, YouTube, TikTok, everything, and everyone's got the same. Everyone's thinking the same thing. And before I'd seen it, I was like, "What the hell happens in this film?" Because all
Yeah.
the titles, everyone is saying the same thing. This is the bleakest movie I've ever seen, and I actually seen one review on Letterboxd right when I was looking into the film, and it
Yeah.
said if you're having a great day and you want that to stop, watch this movie. And it's right. It
Yeah.
is. It is. It is a
It's
tough one to watch,
um
and it's frustrating. It's such a frustrating film, and even just character interactions in it when there's nothing bad happening, and it's not a film that's chucking constant things in your face. It's one event, and then it's the things that unfold
yes.
around that event. But the character interactions in this film, specifically the salesman who sells him the coffee table, he comes back to the apartment complex that they live in to give him a missing screw. And he's basically talking to him outside. And it's after this event has happened, and the
Yes.
father's kind of in this horrible state of shock. And he's just going on and on and on. He tries to close the door, and the salesman's asking him to be his best friend. They can go for meals and stuff like that. And it was probably the most frustrating part in the movie because I was like, because you know what's happened, and
Yeah.
this guy needs to get back in the flat. I was like, oh my god, just slam the
Yeah.
door in his face.
I tell you, the great thing about this film, it was made, I think, a 10-day shoot. I read somewhere, which is
Yeah,
incredible. The acting, the direction is fantastic. The stress with the father, the sort
it's
of
a proper pressure cooker movie, isn't
yeah.
it?
And initially, I didn't like the wife or the girlfriend. I can't remember. Are they married? In it? I've forgotten.
I think they might be. I don't know.
Either way, the partner, she's very irritating. I want to kill her. She's,
Yeah,
but
the
I can
laughing scene where she's
yes,
laughing on the table.
but I can see why she's in it. It's to add to the pressure, add to this level of of horror. Um, oh, I'm itching to say what happens. Just watch it. It is very bleak. Okay, it is a bleak movie. It's not a comedy drama. That's I don't know why they put that there. It's ridiculous.
I
Okay.
will say one thing. There's a few moments in it that led me to believe why it was called a comedy drama
Yes.
because it's very there's a lot of black humor in it, and I gotta say, the film gave me a fair few giggles, but alongside me being anxious of what's going on. So
Yeah,
it's very dark humor, but I
yeah.
wouldn't go as far as calling it a comedy, but there's
No,
black humor in
I
there.
wouldn't call it a drama either. It's a fucking horror,
No,
right?
no.
So I would say that it is bleak, and I'm very. You mentioned I may not like it because it's too
Yeah.
bleak. Because I got quite sensitive to sort of over the top bleakness. Like I struggled with an element of what's it called? Speak No Evil, which we will review another time. And I just thought it's not as bleak as it could be. The subject matter is bleak, very
Yes.
bleak, but you only see enough to keep that level. It's not overly gratuitous, you know. It's
100%. And that's what I was going in and expecting. Obviously, everyone is right in saying how horrible and bleak this film is because of the subject matter. But the buzz this movie has got for being as bleak as it is, I didn't really understand it.
yeah,
Like I said, the subject matter is bad, but I'm seeing all these videos, everyone's saying, do not watch this movie. It's up there with a Serbian film for movies I can only watch once. No, it's definitely a movie I will only watch once.
yeah,
There's not enough in there to keep me coming back.
yeah,
It was a great first time watch, but with movies like that, they serve for one
yeah.
thing, and it's one viewing. You go in, you watch it, and you experience this movie, and that's
Yes.
about all you're going to get from this film.
Yeah, I would say don't be afraid of it. It isn't as bleak
Yes,
as you'd imagine. It's just bleak subject matter. Like for example, the film Room with Brie Larson. Now that's
yes,
not overly bleak visibly, but it's bleak enough not to watch it again. You know,
yeah,
so I
hundred
would say
percent.
that this falls on this category definitely. Yeah.
Right, Jenks, what are we going with star wise?
I'm gonna give it 4 stars.
Yeah.
It's not really my cup of tea, but I appreciate what it achieved in such a small runtime, about 90 minutes, something like that. So it's worth 4 stars for me, definitely.
Do you know what this one just edged 3 stars for me. Well, I say just edged 3 stars, just about missed out on four. If you look at my letterbox, it'll be a 3.5.
Yeah,
It didn't quite make that 4 star mark because for me, a 4 star film is a movie I want to go back and
yeah,
watch. This isn't a movie like that. And to be honest, I'm quite a fan of dark theatre. I
yeah,
love Inside. I haven't seen a Serbian film, but I really like these dark movies.
yeah,
And for what I was expecting, it didn't deliver enough of that.
yeah,
Although the subject matter, like I said, is
yeah,
grim as fuck.
yeah.
But yeah, 3 stars from me.
Fair enough. Good.
There we are then, guys. That's all we've got time for today. I would advise to definitely check this one out. And if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.